Hey guys, if you feel like you never actually sit down for a meal with your family because you're always popping up to get something for someone, you are not alone. Moms know that it's faster to do most things ourselves, but unless you want to be serving your kids for the rest of your life, you have to actually teach them. We recently implemented some changes in our house, and today I'm going to share with you 5 tips to help make your kids independent in the kitchen. Number 1, start by setting expectations. When I first started to introduce some of these ideas to my family, it was definitely a shift for my kids. They were used to me helping whenever they wanted help, and I realized that I needed to verbally explain to them what to expect so nothing seemed like a punishment. Number 2, put things in reach. If you don't want to have to get everything for your kids, they have to be able to physically help themselves. This mostly means putting things in lower drawers and shelves, so we have 2 dedicated drawers that we put things like cups and plates. Snacks and also breakfast items are kept at eye level in the pantry.
Ryder, which one do you want, goldfish or pretzels?
And even Teddy is on board with this one. We also keep a stool in the kitchen so they can wash their hands and get themselves water.
Oh, you're thirsty.
Number 3, teach them to set the table properly. The main reason to do this isn't really an etiquette issue, though it does have that benefit.
Forks and napkins go on the left-hand side, guys.
It's really so that when you start your meal, everything is already on the table and no one needs to pop up for a fork, ketchup, or anything like that. To help my kids do this, I created a checklist that I keep in the dining room, and I got very specific in terms of what needed to be on the table.
Pretty sure if drinks weren't on the list, those cups would be empty.
You can make this collaborative.
5 forks? Check.
Or it can be a rotating job. And in our family, this starts at 5 years old, though Ryder already likes to get involved.
Here you go. Thanks. And I got the boys. I got the kids' knees.
Perfect, can you put them down?
Dinner time.
Number 4, have a dedicated server. This one sounds a little bit weird, but it's totally been working for us. We assign one kid to be the runner at every family meal, and that kid is in charge of getting anything anyone needs.
Mom, we need some keys. My turn to get it.
Someone needing something like water or cheese is unavoidable, so this really just spreads out the task so that no one person, you, is stuck with it. Number 5, just say, help yourself. Yes, it's easier and faster to do things yourself. Cleaning up spilled milk, watching your kids search for the strawberries in the fridge is a lesson in patience, but it's also a stepping stone in independence.
I'd rather make dinner than set the table.
Then you'll have to learn to make something other than peanut butter and jelly.
Alright guys, I hope these tips help you. Having kids that are independent in the kitchen definitely takes some time, but your kids will learn and you will actually get to sit down for a full meal. I'll see you next time. Bye guys!
Is that a water fountain?
Yes, it is.